Happy 4th of July, everyone. I don't know how to do an intro, and I really don't want to mess it up since I've already messed it up twice, so we're just going to jump right into the video. We're looking at Martincitopants' KSP videos, yeah. And because I was asked to look at this plenty of times, and, well, I'm here to deliver now, so yeah. Yeah, we're going to go and look into it, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, all that stuff. Check out the original video and stuff, and hopefully you have a happy 4th of July. And without further ado, let's jump right in the video now, shall we? Hello. Wake up.
Hello again.
Hi.
Jeb here.
Hello there. Alright.
Today, we'll be playing the greatest space disaster simulator to ever hit
Oh
virtual
god, this is like one of his more old... when was this made? This was made 4 years ago.
store shelves. A game dedicated to constructing your own grand scientific endeavors, like how many kerbals makes up an adequate crush space for this lander.
Oh.
A game that requires full activation of your frontal lobe. A game where ethics, morality, and the safety of your subjects take a backseat to science, exploration, and getting that bread. And a game where the inevitable catastrophic failure is often better than the mission itself. You may think that NASA has had some pretty terrible disasters over the years, but they have nothing on the Bean space program's preliminary rocket testing. This little guy made some poor decisions with the last remaining fuel, and has just been sitting here on his space chair, all alone, orbiting the sun. And he's been here for the last 70 years.
Jesus.
Poor lad. You might be wondering where I am right now. Well, I'm not on Kerbin. I'm also not on the moon. I'm not on Duna or Eve, or Drez, Bop, or Pole. Not even Tylo. Dickhead. I'm on a planet very, very far away. Oh. A planet orbiting an entirely different star to our own. An exoplanet. Oh. Proxima Centauri B. Hold on a minute. Oh. You might also be wondering how I got here. Well, it's quite a long story. We've got rockets, massive catastrophic explosions, intense nuclear radiation, antimatter containment, orb, touchy.
Does it blow up now? Oh, that does, okay. I thought his head was enlarging for a moment. Oh boy, Armageddon has come upon us! The sun is engulfing everything!
And encounters with KSP's Deep Space Kraken. So buckle up, fuckos, because today we're going to the stars.
Alrighty then. Oh, and hard mode too, lovely.
But before we begin, some rules.
Okay.
As you probably know, KSP only has this star, and no real means of getting to any others, which means we'll need to add some mods. I'd like to demonstrate to both my
I remember, because I was talking about how I was going to react to this with Jerry and Ozma, and I looked at the description of this, and let me just show you. See all of this text right here? All of this? Those are all the mods. Those are all the mods in this video. Also, don't pay attention to any I recommended.
PC and myself the concept of no pain, no gain. So today we're jamming as many mods as physically possible into the game.
Yeah, I can see that.
How many, you may be asking?
A lot.
Well, this many. Lots if you're a new player, but really not that many if you're a true blue KSP gamer. Okay, as a side note, I tried desperately to get Realism Overhaul and Real Solar System to work properly with some form of progression to the warp drive, which is the only propulsion system that is actually fun to use for going interstellar distances. This would have made for an interesting challenge, as Earth is about 10 times larger than Kerbin, and much, much harder to orbit. What actually happened was I ended up with a horrible, unplayable, covered mess. Annoyingly, the way you're meant to play these mods is with RP1, a modified tech tree and contract system. However, this did not include a path to warp drive technology, so instead I used the community tech tree and hoped it would work. It didn't. Of course. I streamed this horrible, several hour-long suffering marathon, which ended in me restarting a save once after effectively being soft-locked from the game, and a second time after being cucked by several engine failures on my first try at an orbital flight. Burn time, I guess. Alright, we gotta light it immediately. Oh no!
Oh no.
It's alright. It's alright, we got a gimbal.
It's gonna fit
Oh my god, no.
You can see it because my dumbass was covering it, but just showing the engine failure, yeah.
Are you kidding me? Oh no. I remember why I don't like this shoot. Because it's just a drogue chute. It's not an actual parachute. Oh my god. Oh no.
Everything's already going wrong.
Alright. I'm sure getting warp drive to work in this mode while keeping the game playable is possible, but I clearly lack this KSP knowledge. So no Earth. Back to Kerbap.
Alright.
The mods that I actually have added add all sorts of cool and good stuff. New parts, new features, new planets, tweaks to science, and for actually getting to the other stars, we have acquired the warp drive. This way we'll get there within a few weeks instead of 800 years. Also, warp drives are cool. Okay, let us begin.
Alright. Going to hyperspace. Oh boy. Oh, this is nothing.
So?
Yeah, trust me, that's nothing. Like, I listen to, like, nightcore metal and rock on, like, full blast. This ain't nothing, man.
It looks like we have a long road ahead of us. Our fledgling space program starts with a couple of bucks, some brave Kerbonauts, and several ex-war criminal rocket scientists.
Yay!
Our first rocket only has access to very basic parts. To access better parts, we must perform research and collect valuable data. In case you forgot, we have an exceedingly large pile of mods, meaning the tech tree now expands very nice and fast.
Jesus.
This is good because it gives us much more time for things to go terribly wrong. The warp drive itself is all the way at the end for a cool 28,000 science points. Our first technologies cost 5. Anyway, enough babbling. On to constructing.
Already.
Our first rocket has one goal. To tackle this great challenge, the Bean space program has created the most powerful nugget to ever be launched. Its name, Obama Prism.
Okay. You put Obama's face on there with like the Taco Bell sound with like -17 pitch. Oh god.
4, 3, 2.
There we go. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was gonna launch at all, but here we are. Is it gonna blow up? It's just gonna fail. It's gonna fail in some way. I don't know how though. Alright then, I guess no failure then. Alright.
Very good.
Yeah.
Great success. But how? Alright class, listen up.
Alright.
Today, we're talking about solid rocket boosters.
Jesus.
Our great and powerful vehicle.
Solid rocket. What even was this?
Solid rocket boosters.
Like that thing just went, they got a boost and then suddenly a huge ass solar flare. Like what the hell?
Our great and powerful vehicle, Obama Prism, uses a weird little solid rocket booster to propel itself upwards.
Sounds like you're saying Obama prison instead of prism.
But what is a solid rocket booster?
Oh no, you tell me.
Well, a solid rocket booster is a booster that uses a solid fuel.
Okay then.
I know. I wouldn't have figured that one out either. The solid fuel is made up of an oxidizing agent and a fuel. Think of it like a high-powered explosive that explodes gently. When it's lit...
Can I get one that explodes, roughly? Please? Maybe? Alright, fine.
The rocket burns this fuel and creates a very...
Yeah, I just realized this video could be 4th of July, since I am recording this and posting it on the 4th of July, this could be 4th of July themed, depending on how many rockets blow up in the sky like fireworks, huh?
Hot gas.
Hot gas.
Now, Kevin, please remind the class about Newton's third law. Every action... Okay, Kevin, I'm gonna need you to be quiet. I did not ask. Anyway,
no
Newton at one
Kevin.
point was like, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Basically, push on something, and the
What did this say? Go back.
point...
When you push a bitch, the bitch put back.
Equal and opposite
Sir Isaac Broski Newton.
reaction. Basically, push on something, and the thing pushes back. This principle is how literally everything moves. Your car pushes the ground, which pushes back on the car. An airplane pushes the air. The air pushes the plane. Simple. So, when the hot gas shoots out one end, what happens to the rocket? It goes forward. Shut up, Kevin! It goes forward in the opposite direction of the gas, thus creating thrust. So, when we smash that spacebar, the rocket goes up. Incredible. Class dismissed.
Alrighty then.
So, we've done our first launch, got our first bit of science, and completed our first contract. Very good.
Very good.
Next step is to leave the atmosphere of Kerbin and hopefully make it back in one piece.
Alright.
To do this,
That's not
we'll
gonna
need to create the most powerful rocket ever built.
I don't feel like he's gonna make it back in one piece.
Obama Prism 2.
Alright.
It's a very complex and intricately engineered rocket. We get Obama Prism 1, then attach 4 more boosters to it.
Alright.
Engineer. The boosters have no decouplers between them, so to get them to separate, we'll use the next booster to explode the spent booster. You'll see what I mean. Let's launch.
Alright, launch it.
On our second great journey, we are once again launching our best and bravest pilot, Jeb. He's been around since the very beginning, along with Bill and Bob. A true staple of the KSP universe. Jeb is the first Kerbonaut any aspiring program manager launches. He's also the bravest the entire program has to offer, smiling in the face of even the greatest catastrophe. And he's dead.
Yeah, I was about to say, how much longer is he gonna be here? There we go, right in the abyss. Killed in Mach 2 collision with water. Oh, goodbye, Jeb. You were known for like 2 seconds.
To those who have played this game before, you may just say, oh well, revert the flight and do it again. How?
Oh.
That's right, the game is set to hard, which means no reverting to mission assembly, no quick saving, and no crew respawning. So Jeb is actually dead.
Damn.
Forever.
Wait, was that a stupid... Go back. He's got a stupidity meter. Okay, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious.
Forever.
Alright. Rest in peace, Jeb.
But why is Jeb dead?
Because, well, he collisioned in water
okay,
at Mach
class,
2.
sit down and buckle your fuckles.
Oh boy.
In this lesson, we're doing aerodynamic stability, and what even is space anyway?
Okay.
So what actually happened?
He crashed.
Well, if we rewind the video, you'll
ocean.
notice a minute and difficult to catch detail that led to Jeb's death. If you look really close, you can see he smashes into the water at several times the speed of sound.
Yeah.
Interesting. But why? Passive aerodynamic stability. I want you to imagine a dart flying through the air. The dart can only point in one direction, forward. If you try throwing a dart backwards, it'll just go and point forwards again. This is because a dart has wings at the back and its mass at the front. The dart is passively stable when flying forwards and unstable when flying backwards. Similar situation with the late Obama Prism 2. The mass is concentrated towards the front of the vessel where the capsule is, and the little wings act to keep it stable in the forward direction. Unlucky for us, this direction also happens to make the capsule very aerodynamic, i.e. it doesn't slow down. As we re-entered the atmosphere, the little reaction wheels in the capsule kept it pointing backwards, but once the air got thicker, it pushed on the wings and forced the ship into a nosedive. Once in this position, the craft acts very much like a dart and doesn't slow down enough to open the parachute, ending with Jeb smacking straight into the water at twice the speed of sound.
Yep.
Rest in peace, Jeb.
Yep.
Before Jeb met with the ocean at Mach 2, he managed to fly completely out of the atmosphere, topping out at over 100 kilometers. In KSP, the atmosphere ends at exactly 70 kilometers. You can easily tell when you're there, because the music goes like...
No!
On Earth, it's a little less clear-cut, because there are technically air molecules all the way up past 400 kilometers, but the generally agreed upon altitude that space begins is 100 kilometers, known as the Kármán line.
Alright.
So why is this important? Well, we'd like to get to orbit eventually, which means we'll need to be traveling really fast in one direction. Air doesn't like it when you go through it really fast, so we avoid the air altogether by going up nice and high. Air doesn't reach higher up because Kerbin's gravity pulls it all down to the surface.
Yeah.
Also, Kevin, please just be quiet next time. Class is trying to learn. I didn't say anything, bro. Shut up!
No one likes you, Kevin.
Shut up.
Yeah. Shut up. No one
Class
likes
dismissed. Second launch down. Less successful than the first, but we still made money.
you. Alright.
Jeb may be dead, but we got that bread.
Nice.
Next up, we're actually going to invest our research into better parts to avoid our previous mistakes. Our next rocket is even more powerful than Obama Prism 2.
Oh boy.
Obama Prism
3.
3.
Nice.
I'll just cut to the chase. Obama Prism 3 didn't make it.
Oh.
To orbit, that is.
What?
Don't worry, Valentina is still alive.
Oh.
For now.
Nope.
We didn't have enough fuel to reach orbit, so we turned
Don't
around.
worry, Valentina will become a victim later. Just give it some time. We'll victimize them later.
Ditched the tank, and splashed down in the water. Without exploding.
Hey!
Very good. We didn't die.
Now make it explode.
But we also
Just for the hell of it.
didn't make it to orbit. Why?
Well,
Okay, class, keep those fuckles buckled. Today, we're learning basic orbital mechanics, among some other things. First off, why do we shoot parts off the rocket? Why not instead just make a long
I think first off we need to tell Kevin to shut up.
rocket that has all the fuel in a single tank? I'll tell you why. Mass. When these tanks are empty, they still contribute mass to the vessel. Hey, psst, hey, Kevin. What equation is Newton most famous for? That's right. Force equals mass times acceleration. Oh yeah. If we do some high-level algebra, we can rearrange this and get acceleration is force divided by mass. When the mass is lower, the acceleration is higher. Thus, eliminating excess mass makes you go faster. Very nice.
Very nice.
After ditching our first 3 solid rocket booster stages, we get this special engine on our last stage. This is a liquid-fueled engine. Instead of burning a solid propellant, it mixes fuel and oxidizer inside the engine to create the hot gas.
Hot gas.
Liquid engines are much more efficient than solid boosters and can be throttled and even turned off. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, solid boosters can't be turned off. Once
I
you
was gonna tell Kevin to shut up again.
start them, they go. And go. And go.
Right then.
Liquid-fueled engines are pretty cool, but they come with a
Turn
price.
into a missile.
Literally. Just the engine, without the fuel on this rocket, costs as much as all 3 of the solid rocket boosters combined. So solid boosters make economical sense for sections that don't need the greatest efficiency. Now, of course, the elephant in the room. No, not that elephant. It's purely ornamental. Our failure to reach orbit.
I was gonna tell Kevin to shut up or something.
Gravity. Gravity pulls at all objects with mass. Our spacecraft has mass, thus it is subject to gravity. Wow.
Yeah,
Gravity
wow.
pulls with a force depending on how far away from the body you are. If the mass and distance are kept constant, the force is also kept constant. Meaning, if you can generate enough force in the opposite direction, you can fly. Now, of course, there are many, many ways to... Dude, really? You're just gonna fucking stand there? Come on, dude, get out of here. As I was saying...
Yeah, now you gotta deal with it. You brought a whole ass elephant. Now you gotta, go wrestle it. I'll pick a champion to wrestle it. Get Kevin, go wrestle it. There, just do that. What, safety? I don't care about his safety. He's the one who came here. Should have known what he was saying. I don't know what he was signing up for. That's on Kevin.
Many, many ways to generate force. Wings, brakes, engines, parachutes, magnets, electric fields, mass, just straight up pushing on shit. You get the idea.
Yeah.
But today we want to look at centripetal and centrifugal forces. Both of these forces exist when something is rotating. Well, technically centrifugal force doesn't actually exist, but I'll leave that as an exercise for you to explain. Answer in the comments. Do it now.
No.
The common example is a ball on the end of a string. Centripetal force is the force that the string exerts on the ball, while centrifugal force is the force that the ball experiences in the opposite direction. Now, how does this relate?
Was that supposed to go back? I'm not the only one that sees a bit of a smiley face out of this with a big ass nose, am I? Oh, no, I just kind of look like that. I just wanted to point that out.
Now, how does this relate to Obama Prism 3?
Tell me.
Well, as you probably have experienced, the faster you spin a ball in a string, the harder it pulls away from you. This means that our imaginary centrifugal force is increasing. Once it goes past the force generated by gravity, we achieve orbit. But we didn't do that, so on to...
Of course I didn't. Alright.
For this mission, we're going with a complete redesign.
Alright.
We've ditched the Obama Prism nomenclature. We've ditched Obama Prism.
Alright. Nomenclature. Yeah. The devising or choosing of names for things, especially in science or other discipline. There.
Nomenclature. We've ditched Obama Prism and moved on to... casting couch?
Jesus. Okay.
It's got thicker thighs and more rocket juice for the liquid stage. Hopefully this time, we'll reach orbit. Let's launch.
Alright. Why do we have to make a penis rocket? Oh, no, not anymore. Alright. Looks like they did it.
would you look at that? An actual orbit.
Nice.
We've done it, lads.
You know what that means? Casting couch is greater than Obama Prism 1, 2, and 3. Suck it, Obama.
Will be a Proxima Centauri in
You got beat by a casting couch. How did that happen?
time. But we're just about out of fuel, so we'll deorbit.
Oh, well, okay. Wait. Just turned into like a damn meteorite.
Wow, would you look at that? It's hot.
Yeah.
Very hot, in fact. So hot that it's learning time.
Oh boy. Yeah, I was about to say, is the dude inside of it like burning alive or something? I don't know if that's happens, but it's just a question.
Friction.
All right.
Friction is all around us. Have you ever walked? Friction.
All right.
Moved in a car and then stopped moving in a car? Friction. Rub two metal plates together so hard they form a robust friction weld? Friction. That last one is important. It demonstrates how friction generates lots of heat.
Yeah.
So tell me, Kevin, why is there a giant plasma flare around casting couch? Friction? Yes.
Yeah.
In case you didn't realize, our craft is moving really, really fast.
You didn't. Yep. Okay. Kevin gets off easily this time.
Over 2,000 meters per second, in fact, which translates to roughly 32,927 Big Macs stacked vertically every single second. Pretty quick.
Okay,
As you can imagine, this means we have lots of kinetic energy. If you've ever ridden a bike with disc brakes, you'd know that using the brakes converts your speed into heat within the brakes. Ah, fuck! Exact same principle here, just with much more speed. The amount of kinetic energy something has is related to the square of the velocity. This sounds kinda complicated, but it just means that when you double your speed, you quadruple your energy. So casting couch has a huge amount of energy. Hence, when it slows down, giant plasma flare.
Casting couch has a huge. Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Alright.
Nope. Nope.
Oh.
Launch 5 is boring.
Oh. Alright, skipping that one.
In Launch 5, we did a quick shoot past the moon. We got some decent science, but it was boring. Now we're on Launch 6. The goal of Launch 6 is simple. Land on the moon, and come back.
Alrighty then.
For this job, we have yet again created the most powerful rocket ever built. Obama Prism 4.
Alright, we're going
This
back to
rocket
the Obama
uses two
Prisms.
SRBs mounted to a large inner stage. The upper stage has
I hope Obama Prism 4 fails just for the sake that casting couch can be above it.
a special liquid engine and a lot of fuel for it to drink. Let's launch.
Alright. Launchy launch. Oh. Alright.
Orbit achieved, but
Alright.
we keep going.
Gotta get to the moon. I feel like something bad's gonna happen in the process of this. I don't know what though. Oh, never mind. He got there. Alright, you made it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
we've done it.
Hey. He's done it.
Valentina hops out the pod and plants our first extraterrestrial flag.
There we go. It's not my territory.
What do we say in this great and profound moment?
Something
Do we
obnoxious.
honor the engineers and scientists that brought us here? Do we honor the late Obama
No.
Prism 2 and
No.
Jeb?
No.
Do we thank our pet goldfish for giving us the strength to continue when we needed it most?
Maybe.
No. Instead, we carefully inscribe the plaque with pee-pee, poo-poo, Come.
Splendid.
Astounding.
Yeah. Get a historic achievement, just pee pee poo poo. Yep. And that'd be funny. And you know what? With how things are going nowadays, some form of historical achievement is gonna come eventually, in like at some moment. I don't know when. Some historical achievement's gonna happen, and then someone's gonna label it pee pee poo poo, and then that's gonna be in our history books. Okay, that's just that's just the truth of things. Eventually, something like that is gonna happen, and you can't convince me otherwise. And I'm gonna laugh when it does happen. Then I guess something like that already happened. I mean, we have Doge as like a government thing, so I guess we're already there.
Okay, I'm bored. Let's go home.
Yeah, let's go home. Screw this historical achievement. Let's go back. Meteoriting again. For a moment there, I thought there wasn't a parachute because I was looking at the thing my guy was covering and it said 0 next to a parachute, but I guess I was wrong. Valentina lives. For now. And I just to ensure Valentina doesn't live, we're gonna abandon them there.
And there we have it. We went to the moon and didn't die.
Nice.
But how?
Oh boy, here we go.
Nope, that's enough. I would do the next lesson, but it looks like we're out of time. And more importantly, I'm getting a little sick of it. So it looks
Especially Kevin. We're getting sick of Kevin.
We'll have to wait for next episode. That's right. There will be another episode. But you might need to wait. In the meantime...
How many more are there? Like 2? I don't know.
Subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, this is old. Like, damn.
Now. All of the
Yeah, do it. Go ahead. Sub to Mart. Sub to me too, please.
Korea gameplay in this video is taken from YouTube live streams I've been doing. This video only covered what happened in my first stream. As of recording, I've actually done 4, but to be perfectly honest, they're basically the same as the first one. If you desperately need to watch them, they can all be found in the KSP streams section on the Discord. The next streams I do will involve other planets and going to them, so stay posted for that. I'll also be doing KSP weapons development streams, where you can send in your crafts and I'll have them fight each other.
Oh, nice.
If this sounds interesting to you, join the Discord. I'll make a KSP craft channel that you can stick them in. Just remember to read the craft submission guidelines before submitting it.
Oh.
Please.
Okay, well there you go.
If this doesn't sound interesting to you, join the Discord anyway.
Yeah.
So that does it. KSP. The best space game. Join my Discord, watch my piss-covered streams, and contribute to the downfall of civilized society as we know it.
Alrighty then. Is that in a video or is... Oh, I think that's a live stream, yeah. Alright, that was fun to watch. I enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. And if you did, check out the original video, which will be linked in the description below. Go support Martincitopants for making this video. He'll also be linked down below. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day. Turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Have a good day. Have a good 4th of July. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.